Hi there, it's David John, the Resourceful Coach, and what we're going to talk about today on our Master Special videos is course management. And we're going to look at it all the way through these videos. We'll use the two greatest Masters champions, Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods, a lot to understand what they did to win that tournament so much. First video talked about ball striking. Today it's about course management, and we're going to use Nicklaus as the example here. For me, the greatest mind in golf. This guy knew exactly how to plot his way around a golf course, and that's so important to get the results that you want. So course management. Again, let's look at the data. Just going to talk a little bit about data. We're on the 9th hole here at Corinthians Golf Club. It's a dogleg if we look up the hole that goes up, and then it's what I call a 2 o'clock dogleg. So it goes up and then it goes round to 2 o'clock, and that takes us back towards the 9th green. And it's a very, very easy hole, this, that the brain says, well, the hole's over there, and we start to go towards the green rather than play it as a dogleg. And what I say to my golfers here is this is a golf hole that if you get it up the left side of the fairway, it opens the hole on the next shot. And because it plays uphill, it's a very difficult hole relative to the yardage. It's only around about 375 is the actual distance, but it probably plays closer to well over 400 yards. And if you're a handicap golfer, somebody shooting around about even 12, 14 handicap, which is still a nice golfer, this is a hole, take a 5 all day long. But I see lots of 6s and 7s on this hole because golfers get caught out by trying to be a little bit greedy. So the course management is key. And the second thing, the one thing I want you to sort of look at to start with is know your capability, know what you can do. Now we're looking at a shot here that if I hit the ball up, I can see the 150 marker in the distance. We said it was 375, so that'd be 225, but it's all uphill. So it's probably playing, to get to that marker post, it's probably closer to 250, 260. Okay, and I don't need to get that far up the hole to be able to make that simple 5 up this hole. And that marker post up there, which will highlight it for you, we want to be left of that. So again, we're just making sure the next shot is easier. So I'm going to play this more, as I would say, as a single figure golf. I'm going to play the whole hole. And if I can get out of here with a 5, that's okay. If I can nick a 4, that's a bonus. But we're going to play it the simplest way we can play it. So the first thing, course management, I'm going to take that side of the golf course out of play. I know that's where the hole is, but I don't really want to go there. So if I look up the fairway, you can see a little group of little bushy type trees. I'm going to aim at those. I'm taking a club that I know won't put me into those trees. So again, managing my game, know how far I hit the clubs. We'll talk about that as we go through other videos. Understand your game. So the importance now is to play up towards that intended target and play there. And this is what Nicklaus was good at. He would know, I mean, I think this is probably the key thing. If he couldn't hit a shot at least 75% of the time, unless it was the last hole of a major and he had to take that shot on, he wouldn't take it on. He'd play the percentages. He would know, I can take a hybrid here, play it up there much more consistently, and he'd know then the next shot he's got a good chance into the green. So we're just playing the percentages. If I can put this up the hole, 200 yards. Remember, I'm playing it as a single figure golfer. I've par this hole half the time, bogey it half the time. So we're looking to be up that middle to left side. Good. Yeah, a little bit more left than ideally I want, but because I've taken the right club, it's not created any issues. So we're going to go up and see where that's ended up. We're just managing our game, as I said. I'll take a 5. If I get a 4, that's a bonus. So I've got to my ball. I apologise a little bit for the sunlight. It's very early in the morning here. We're just playing a little bit into the sunlight on this hole. But first job achieved. I've hit it off the tee and I'm in play. And you can see straight away, the first thing I always want to feel is, can I make a nice full swing to hit my ball? I haven't got any trees around me. I haven't got greedy. So my course management was good. I'm a little bit left of where I want to be, but I'm okay. And if we look at the first video we talked about, and we talked about what would be the average par 4 for a single figure golfer, we'd say around about 260 yards. And I've got 245 to go. So we're going to use the other bit of data. We said if I can get this within 75 yards, on average, I'll get down in 3. So that's the sort of shot now I'm looking for. Can I advance this ball up the hole somewhere between 170 to 200 yards? If I do that, I'm sticking to my game plan. I'm doing what I want to do. And that's now the important thing. So we're just thinking a little bit ahead. We're not getting greedy. We're not disappointed. We're not another 30 yards up the hole. We're keeping the mind in a good place. And we're realizing, as we said, on that tee box, 50% of the time I'm going to make a 5. So that tee shot still gives me that chance. I'm pretty much, probably now, 90% chance I'm going to make a 5 on this hole, whereas when I started on the tee, it was a 50% chance. Okay, so it's the odds have worsened slightly, but it's still favouring I'm going to make a 5. I feel confident I can move that ball up the fairway with a fairway wood or a hybrid. So I'm going to take my hybrid. And again, I'm not looking to reach the green. That's not going to happen. So I'm just going to keep the swing very much within myself. Nice and balanced. Anywhere between 60 to 80 yards from the green after that shot, we'll take it. And that's on the line I want. You see me fighting the slope a little bit there, nearly lost my balance. It's come back down into the fairway, and I think we're probably going to be about 60 yards short of the green. So just by keeping it simple, keeping the mind clear, as I said, Nicholas was the best at this. Woods learned a lot from it, and those two guys, their mind was so much better than the average golfer. That's why they won so many tournaments, because they kept it simple and they made sure, yeah, they made a good score. It didn't always have to be birdies and eagles. If they could somehow nick a par, even a bogey sometimes at that level is a good score. I'll definitely take a bogey as a single figure golfer. So you can see I've just come up to my shot. My second shot's finished here, and we said, what do we want? We wanted to be 70 yards away would be good. Let's get a measurement to the flag, and we've got 63 yards. So I'm pretty much playing this hole to get my 5, simple 5. Brilliant. I know it looks a nice sunny day, but we're still here, back end of March, and it's quite cold and there's a little bit of wind out there today. So I'm very happy with that. And now my job really from here is, again, keep that level of expectation, pick the simplest shot that's going to give you the result. That's the most important thing. So I get a lot of golfers here, they'll pick out something like a lob wedge and think they've got to flip it up in the sky. For me, all I'm going to do, I'm just taking a standard pitching wedge. The flag here is cut right at the back of the green. So I just need to get the ball onto the green, get it running up the green. If I can do that, I'm doing my job. And what we're looking for now, again, 70 yards or so, we said, is an average par 3 for a single figure golfer. So where would I on average 2 putt from? Around about 20 feet. So again, it's not putting the pressure on. I'm always looking to play the best possible shot. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to look at this and think I'm not going to try and put this a foot from the hole. But I have to be realistic in my ability. And that's the key thing. And that's what I found. People who've taken on board my videos, they've realized if they get that expectation in line with where they want to be, they're seeing massive improvements. I'm seeing guys knocking 6, 8 shots off their score. I mean, this weekend just gone here at the club, I looked at the results, and top 5 players, 4 of my lessons finished in the top 5. I had 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 5th. And the winner there with over 40 points. And all we've done with him is we've not really done tremendous amounts. We've just got him striking the ball a little bit better, course management's better, and realise what he actually needs to do. And in doing that, he's now finding he's having a lot more success. So let's look at this shot. We're looking to get this within 20 feet. Again, get that expectation level. It's all about course management. Flag's cut middle right of the green. And then on the left side, it would be an uphill putt. So sensible play here, without going off the right side, I'd probably aim just a fraction left of the flag here. Okay, and again, just playing a wedge. I know I can hit that at least 70 yards. I'm just going to play a little bit off my back foot. Just keeps it low. Run it up there. I can just see the shadow of the flag and aim at that. And if I get it right, I'll probably leave myself about 10, 15 foot uphill putt. So it's online. Very happy with that. Got the strike, so ball striking was good. And that then gave me the distance that I wanted on the shot. So again, we're looking at what we're talking about through these videos, understanding what we're going to do, okay? That ball should be inside my 20 feet. If I've achieved that, job done. And you can see how I'm managing myself down this hole nicely. If we can hold the putt, we've got out of here with a 4. 2 putt it. That's okay. Bogey's all right. So I made a way up onto the green. As I said, I like the chip. Because of playing the wedge, it just ran up the green nicely. It didn't really take this slope as I expected. Where the camera's positioned, I expected to run a little bit more down this hill. So it stayed on its line. I can feel the steepness here. If I got probably 2 or 3 feet left of that coming into the green, it would have run down that way. So on this occasion, I got a little bit fortunate. So we wanted 20 feet and we're only looking at just over 2 paces from the hole. So we're talking around about 6 feet. It's maybe 7 feet. So now, again, course management. It's like a bonus putt now. I've mentally stood on that tee and thought, well, 5's a good score. and I've done everything in the way to do this. And this is what can happen. Suddenly that chip ended up a lot closer than we expected, and now there's a good chance. So let's go through my green reading method. Let's see if we can get the bonus here, getting out of here with a 4. So the low point looks like it's running down here towards me. I'd imagine that's a straight uphill putt. So if that's straight uphill, this has got to be a left to right putt, and it's got to be a little bit uphill. So that's what I'm looking at. We paced it out, it's about 2 paces. It's an average slope. So we're looking around about 2%, and I'm coming from nearly the maximum break. So 2 times 2 is 4. Just got the greenkeeper coming in. Okay, so we want to go into the middle of the hole. Hole is 4 inches across. I'm looking to go approximately 2 inches outside the hole. And you can see it perfectly from that camera angle. Let's see how good my technique is. Hopefully we're not getting too much of the tractor noise of the greenkeeper there. So just pick my spot. Let's commit to it. As I said, we get out of here with a 4 bonus. Even if we 2-putt this, you're looking at it as a single figure golfer, this is still probably only a 30-40% chance you're going to hold this. Okay, so on this occasion, because we played the hole smart, the chip was really good and we hold the putt. But that's what you'll see with the top players. What they do is they don't compound any problem. They think their way down the hole. What I see a lot of the time with the golfers on the golf course is you just stand up, you've been practicing on the practice ground, and you're just whacking the ball because that's the swing you've developed. Think your way through it. Each shot has to have a purpose. So I looked at the dog leg, I didn't take on the trees, I took my hybrid, kept it middle to left side of the fairway. It was a longer second shot than I'd ideally like, but I've got a chance. I've put it up to within, 65 yards or so of the green. Chipped it up. Yeah, the chip was better than normal, way better than normal. And then we finished it off with a putt. So you can see by just keeping that simple, on this occasion, I got a 4. As I said, half the time from the position I ended up there, on the tee, I might make a 5. So I did a little bit better than normal. Where I was after 2 shots, probably about a 90% chance I'm still going to make a 5. But because I executed the chip well, we got a result. So that's all about your course management, understanding what you're going to do. Nicholas was the best at this, okay? And that's what you see. When you see these guys who look like they've sort of lost the plot, they're not thinking clearly, their course management goes. And when you look at Nicholas's records, it's not his 18 major wins. Go and look at how many seconds and thirds he had. He had over 30 combined seconds and thirds. So when you look at that, he had around about 50 top 3s in majors. That's a great ability to have, but I tell you the biggest reason why he did it is course management was way better than anybody else. And that's why he was in contention so often. Improve your course management, you'll improve those scores. And as we saw with my guys at the weekend, we had 4 guys in the top 5 in our local competition because we've taught them how to do that. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's another one of my Masters videos. We'll look at another one tomorrow, so please come back tomorrow and have a look at the 3rd one. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you soon.